Here we go. The old swan hat is on. We have our tier list right here. All of our obstacles, 47 of them, ranking them from the absolute best to the absolute worst, most awful. And you guys are probably going to be yelling at me the whole time, telling me how wrong I am. There are 5 criteria. Number 1, the design and look. Number 2, creativity. How new, how creative is the actual obstacle, the movement that you got to do on it. Number 3, how difficult is it? Is the difficulty out of place? Number 4, how exciting is it to watch? And the last one of the most important, how iconic is it for American Ninja Warrior? What should we start off with here? We're going to go right here. Jumping Spider. Here we go. It's me on Jumping Spider. In case you guys don't know, that is what the Jumping Spider looks like. I think the Jumping Spider is super exciting. It is one of the most iconic obstacles out there. The Jumping Spider is right around B tier, a great obstacle. It's not the absolute best. It's not S tier obstacle, but it is so iconic. It's been in stage 1 for, I think, since American Ninja Warrior was created. It's been in Sasuke for years and years and years before that. First appearance is Sasuke 18. That's so long ago. Plus, like, the Jumping Spider for a long, long time was a big differentiator for a lot of people in stage 1. So I'm going B tier right now for Jumping Spider. Oh, here we go. This is a new one. This is the Beehive. Got Tiana Weberly. She's been killing it recent years. Very similar to Wingnuts, except for when you catch, it spins around like that. And look at that. So smooth. Smooth completion. It looks awesome. I think it looks very, very, very cool. I thought the difficulty was really good, especially with that turnaround twist. T did really well, but some of the best ninjas got kind of caught up on it, trying to spin it around and figure it out. I think the fact that it's not so much different than the Wingnuts makes me want to put it at C tier. It's still a good obstacle. Only 45 left to go. Let's go with the propeller jump. I think propeller was in seasons 8, 9, and 10 for 3 years. When people grab it and peel out, they're doing backflips in the water. Super exciting. I like this too, is you can miss it and lose a little bit of time on stage 1, but still clear it. Like, he looks completely clean on it, you know what I mean? Stage 1 time is a big deal. Losing that time is a big deal. I think it was great for a second obstacle for stage 1. It was a big differentiator for a lot of people. If you couldn't hit a trampoline, you're going to go out. I'm going to say propeller is nothing special. It's a quick obstacle. It's not a bad obstacle. It just doesn't stand out. Ooh, flying bar. It's been at the end of stage 3, the last actual obstacle for the longest time. I don't really see a lot of cons with this obstacle. The only con that I could potentially say, I think most gyms have it, so most people have it nailed down, especially with mixed grip. You shouldn't really burn out or peel out. But it's at the end of stage 3, so I gotta go with S or A tier. See, Real Steve Rogers, I agree 100%. The obstacle itself isn't too difficult, especially now the technique is nailed down. If you put it at the beginning of stage 3, 95% of people would pass it. Here's where I'm putting it. I'm putting it at A tier. I'm also hesitant to put an S tier obstacle like this early on. Maybe flying bar should be S. We're going to leave it here for now. It's on the border. Here we go. We got rolling log. Let's check out, for those of you guys that don't know what rolling log is. This is from Australian Ninja Warrior. Oh, I hate it. I hate this obstacle more than anything. This is my least favorite obstacle ever. Look, her shoe just flew off. You have no control. You just hang on for your dear life. It's grippy, so like it tears up your biceps and your forearms. And afterwards, you're so dizzy, you're just like sitting there trying to not get dizzy for the next obstacle. I tested in Cleveland, and it was the Razor's Edge where you just run straight. And I stood there for a second, like just blinking, trying to get my bearings. I hate this obstacle. Big ol' F tier. Awful. It should have never been brought into American Ninja Warrior. We have our first F tier obstacle, and it's reserved for rolling log. Yes. Here we go.
And Jonathan Sharp-Brown, a two-time Vegas finalist, took an unbelievable approach on the rolling log.
Oh my God. John Brown is a legend. If you guys don't know who John Brown is, basically when somebody does a big skip or something crazy, it's called John Browning. That's how much of a legend this guy is. But anyways, that's what he did on American Ninja Warrior. And then production stopped afterwards and told everyone, hey, No one else is allowed to do this for safety reasons. Northwest Passage. This has Northwest Passage in it. I think it was called, this is Iron Summit in stage 3. But I'm counting as like the same thing. Basically, friction is just keeping these things in here. Oh! Making a big drop move here. You just got to make sure you get it locked in. And once you put pressure on it, then you should be good. I got to do this one in stage 3 the same night Lucas is doing it here. Nice. I love it. I love it. I think it's very different. The design looks really cool. I think the difficulty was really good. We did have a couple of falls at that spot in stage 3. I thought in Tacoma, the difficulty is really hard, but only a handful of people got there. I think we're going to see this obstacle more in the future. I'm hoping it stays on stage 3 because it's really cool. Oh, God. I'm going with this. It's a B. It's a great obstacle, and I like it a little more than Jumping Spider. A Flying Squirrel. This is Jesse Graff in season 8, I believe. This is the first year Flying Squirrel was a thing. Super cool. And this is also when Jesse Graff was the first woman ever to beat stage 1. Everybody was going nuts. I think Flying Squirrel is simple. Oh man, I don't know if it's up there with Flying Bar though. I think it's simple, but I think it's A tier. I think it's behind. Flying Bar is definitely better. It's so exciting. It's so exciting to watch. Let's go Wingnuts. So this is the Wingnuts in qualifying, created by Kevin Carbone. This is me in Cincinnati qualifying. Super cool design. I think Wingnuts are extremely creative. I think the design, they look amazing. Super exciting. And the fact that they only came in, I think, season 9, they're already considered iconic. Don't even forget, we got the Wingnut launch challenge from Skills out of it. That was like the most fun I've ever had. There's so much force. I just got ripped off. S tier, 100%. There's no debate in my mind about Wingnuts being S tier. Well, so in the air, I did the full flip, and I was thinking like, I have pretty good air awareness. So after the first flip, I was like looking for the water so I could land on my feet. And as I'm spinning around, I look for the water. I'm still like 6 feet up, and I'm like, oh no, and just keep flipping. You know, we're going floating doors. This is Joe Moravsky on the floating boards in, I believe, season 5, his first year in stage 3. These are much harder than they look. People have kind of got the technique. Oh, Joe. When they were first brought in, they were pretty cool. Nowadays, pretty much everybody knows how to do the floating boards. I also think that the floating boards now are actually super boring to watch. I'm going to put it in as a good obstacle. It's better than the Beehive. It is kind of iconic.
You love it or you hate it?
And we have Jake Murray in here, everybody.
Chat?
What's up?
Oh,
What's your thoughts on floating boards?
Yeah, I feel like if you're a climber and you come into Ninja, you're going to like obstacles that require
But do you like it because it's easy for you?
I don't know. That's a good question. I would say it's easy for me now because I know it so well.
And that's like my only complaint with it is because it's been here for so long. It's in most gyms. Most people know how to do it. And it seemed like an obstacle that was just kind of put there in stage 3 that it's like, all right, let's just wait till everyone's through this so we can watch the actual cool stuff. All right, moving on. Look at all these Jakes in the chat. Coconut climb. This is just a meme obstacle. 2019, yeah, season 10 in OKC. I hate this obstacle so much.
Was this obstacle brought to you by
I don't know, because there's no product placement. They just have palm trees. It's so out of place.
Yeah,
it is.
It's very gimmicky.
Oh, does she clear this? I think she does. Uh-oh. I think people were afraid of popping off that last one before their feet were set, because then you have nothing. You can't grab on anything except for that bar. Also, what is this dismount?
Is that good or
this
bad?
Is like the stupidest dismount.
Imagine if it was Jody that low. Its the head would be in the water.
Oh, no. All right, just for that. Barkley, this is for you. Not as bad as the rolling log. Look at that's you on the rolling log right there. Let's go. Where's the old battering ram? Yeah, baby.
let me walk you through what's going through my head. Oh my God, the testers must have been wearing suntan lotion because this thing is super greasy. Yeah, it was May and it was like 97 degrees, and that's just not my like that type of grip is not my strength. So right here, I did a meat hook, and I was like, this is I'm not going anywhere. I wish I would have done that from the start. I had to make baby moves, but hey, it got me through it. Once I flipped it to like chicken wing, I was like, oh, no way. And then I didn't even get 17 feet. You said this was just the battering ram.
Yeah, you got a buzzer under 3 minutes. Jake, where would you put it?
Battering ram? I think it's good. I don't love it, but that's kind of a bias.
But it was creative
Yeah.
when it came out. It was something different that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's not super exciting. The falls on it are just people kind of just like burning out. So I'd agree with you. I think C tier. We're going salmon ladder. Here's me. Indianapolis City Finals. Going pretty safe approach. Textbook up the salmon ladder. This is the first year they ever had the down up salmon ladder. Look at that long hair.
He went out last year on the double salmon ladder.
Well, not to mention he just saw Thomas Stillings go down.
Dang, looking
here
strong.
years ago. Obstacle tonight.
Can he get redemption?
Do you still do forward grip on salmon ladder?
No. Oh, that's when I was training with the Wolfpack. That's all we did. Forward grip everything.
We have the salmon ladder, arguably the most iconic obstacle. Super exciting. You still have some of the best ninjas fall on it. There's a million ways to vary it and make it more difficult or easier. Oh, S tier, 100% S tier. Got the old wave runner right here.
Keep it tight here. You want to keep it tight and keep it right, or you will.
Do they both spin at the same time? Is it all connected?
Yeah, it's all connected. And a fun fact for everyone, it's actually a pretty easy dismount. Like from right where I was before I transferred, I probably could have made the landing, but they had a strict rule against that. You had to
Yes.
touch both boards.
Season 8.
And you kind of had to wait the second board too and dismount. And some people found a way around it. Like
Mr. Dreschel, yeah. Wave runner also that year, 8 people up. It was tough. Like that was because it was new that year. Only
Yeah,
you
that's
and I think
right.
5 others.
I think
Yeah.
Crazy Craver.
It took out
Yeah,
Graf. It took out Najee Richardson. I think it took out Adam Rail, or maybe he went on the salmon ladder. But yeah, Crazy Craver. Moravsky went out there. That was his first fall on stage 2, I think, ever. It's like the Unstable Bridges 2.0, right? It's not super exciting. I thought the difficulty was perfect.
Yeah, I think C is fair.
I'm going C tier, and I'm going
right.
not as good as the floating boards. We see Jesse Graff on these sending steps.
She's got a new superhero outfit. I think with the white.
This is like the standard approach. Like the standard approach for you're decently confident, you'll go triple step and keep your momentum going. A lot of newer people
Yeah,
would like stop on each one and take a long time. But if you're really good, really confident, this is what it looks like. God, it looks so easy for you.
I don't know. If you're confident striding, it is easy.
I think ascending steps it's my favorite first obstacle. Confidence plus skill makes a huge difference. Some people are spending minutes on that first obstacle, and then like you're through it in 5 seconds. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I'd say it's
It's an A tier.
A tier, but I'm still putting it behind Flying Squirrel. Rolling pin. I'm not even sure if most of you guys even know what this one is.
Now the second
It's
obstacle.
JJ Woods.
He went out last year.
Oh boy, here.
What a forgettable obstacle.
This is not one piece. These are 2 pieces, and they're split. So this one spins, and that one also spins. So that's why he's rapping like crazy on it. One of the rules that production made you do is they said you couldn't wrap like on a batterogram on a single piece. You had to have one arm on one side and one arm on the other. I think if you have an obstacle where you have to require people to use one hand on one side, one hand on the other, whatever, I think that automatically brings it down a couple pegs. And Jake actually got to do this one, right?
This obstacle was just silly. It wasn't too challenging. It did toss you at the end, which made for some pretty cool spills. It was very much so nothing special.
This obstacle, in my opinion, is just straight up trash. I think it's awful.
See ya.
I think it's better than the coconut climb. I think coconut climb is still more awful. But this is just a garbage obstacle. I think they just tossed it in because they didn't know what else to do. Angry Birds, here we go.
No shoes.
His entire season.
This was Baltimore City Finals,
Yeah, I think
and it
you're
was
right.
that right there, that spot right there. I actually think it's a cool obstacle. I think it's a cool obstacle. I think it was interesting design. I think the difficulty was way too hard. It became a race to that obstacle. People didn't want to rest before the salmon ladder, before that obstacle, because if they did, they'd potentially lose a spot to Vegas. Like, Jamie actually was one of the only people who took his time to get there because he's like, I want to beat this obstacle and get through to the rest of the course. But because he fell, he actually didn't make it to Vegas. If I was rating it just purely on difficulty, it would be awful because they got the difficulty wrong. Not a single person finished it. I'm putting it as it's E. It's bad. I think if the difficulty would have been different, it could have been super cool. Got my boy Cam Baumgartner.
Yeah.
Those are pretty big reaches. That grip probably makes it pretty weird, huh?
The reaches were bigger, and yeah, I was a little fatigued when I got there, so it was hard for me to.
So then it locks in
one-arm up
place
it.
like this. And the same pegs you used to go up now are vertical grip as a ceiling.
Immediately recycled.
Super
Great
cool,
concept.
yeah. I thought the dungeon was super cool. I thought the concept was awesome. Something that you have to go up, go backwards in order to lock it, go forwards. We've never seen that before. I think it's one of the most creative obstacles we've seen in recent years.
I loved it.
I'm going A tier. I'm going above, yeah, behind Flying Bar. Is this season 5, 2014?
The Beast.
The original
the
Beast.
Original Beast.
Alan Keneally.
Wearing Vivo barefoot shoes.
I don't know. It just seems like
He's a hater.
I'm a hater.
He's a hater, chat. I think it's awesome. If you're under 6 foot, it's great.
Yeah, that's the other thing is I've heard Brandon Mears used to train with a ton. One of the Towers of Power. He hated this obstacle. He did it in a local comp and would never stop complaining about it. I don't think it's a good obstacle. It's nothing special, but it's the best nothing special that we got. Here is the Deja Vu. You guys aren't familiar. Swing it around, hook it back in. That becomes your anchor for the next move. Very creative.
And if you guys did not know, this is a
Carbone has
original.
a hot list of stuff he's created. Yeah.
There's a rap list, man.
Hot take. I thought Deja Vu was awesome. People said it was crazy difficult, it was too difficult. I don't think it was. I think there were a good amount of falls, but that's in the same spot that Wave Runner was. And the first year they had Wave Runner, took out a ton of people. The Unstable Bridge took out a ton of people the first years that it was in that spot in Stage 2. I thought it was super unique. Sue me. But I think it's an amazing obstacle. Behind Flying Bar and ahead of Dungeon. Snapback is next. A young Kid Awadi. This is not a Kevin Carbone obstacle, is it? I don't think so.
Snapback? That's pretty cool. It was very easy.
It was pretty easy. The design, see like this up top here, there's this like plexiglass panel. So you didn't want to lâcher too big because you didn't want to hit your face on that. So you had to like kind of lean back and just kind of toss your hands up. And both times I did it, like both throws in competition, I didn't know if I had it or not. I was confident. I was like, okay, I'm going to try my best. But I didn't know if I had it or not until I literally had already caught it. And then I'm hanging there. I was like, oh, okay. I guess I got it. I'd call it a good obstacle, but I don't think it was like anything that's like, we should definitely bring this back next year. So let's take a look at Cliffhanger. This is every Ultimate Cliffhanger fail from seasons 8 to 11. God, this was such a big gap. Oh my God.
Oh.
I remember this one. God, this is Sean Bryan's second year in Stage 3 right here, I think. Yeah, that gap, they made it a lot shorter.
Look at that. It reaches, it's not even offset anymore.
What's hilarious is, oh, he's so close, is like you literally watch this. Look at how big this is. And then now watch how big it is here.
It's dynamic.
Ready?
It's freaking dynamic and then...
Torres.
No, Torres. You can do it.
He's so close. Oh my God, he's so close.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh,
to see
there
him
goes
fight
to
so hard. But that's like the same exact fate
we're probably
you
about to
suffered,
see
right?
it. Yeah, here we go. Guys, I can do it. And, oh, did Hunter do the same thing? Oh my God. It's Casey. He's got so much forward and back motion.
Oh, I didn't realize
kill
he
that
made
swing.
it that far.
Cliffhanger, iconic, amazing. Can I make this full size? Look at this. Oh my God.
that link is crazy.
Insane. This is the same exact obstacle, and this is me on it. Now remember how fast we just saw him do it. And by the way, I'm super proud of this. Okay.
As you should
But
be.
like, look at,
As
so you saw
should
he
be.
linked this.
This is the
He
crux right
linked from
folks.
here and just, oh my god, it's so crazy. Caden would have done it 3 or 4 times at this point. And that's it. That was my first time getting it ever. This one's easy. Cliffhanger is definitely S tier. So cool, so difficult, iconic. It was like the most difficult obstacle in stage 3 for the longest time. It's basically anybody that beats the cliffhanger in stage 3, you're like an ultra legend immediately. So let's go diving boards.
Flip Rodriguez did just minutes ago.
And you gotta see it because the
But I will tell you this right now, that dude got messed up. He lost some skin because the
Oh,
top
yeah.
of those is all grip tape, like on a skateboard. And like in the All-Star competition, you saw. Never mind, I don't think I can show this, but Alyssa Beard went down on him hard, and she lost. She's bleeding like crazy out of her knee, and like.
Yeah,
destroyed
dude, a
on
lot of
him.
people got
people lost a lot
whooped
of skin.
to see DeGangi on this.
obstacles away from his first stage one buzzer.
That's the other thing is like if you did them right, you're just like walking. It's like it's really not difficult if you hit the right spots.
Yeah.
If you hit dead center, but
Dead
if you
center.
didn't, you got wrecked. Maggie Thorne had concussion from it that like took her out of Ninja for
Yeah.
years.
Thorne needs to have sure footing here. Oh, no, hold on.
Yeah, did she?
She's tough, man. She's tough. But we already knew that, didn't we, Ethan?
Dude, Maggie, oh my God, Maggie Thorne. Holy God. You guys got to, so there was a competition at Obstacle Warriors. They had these like punching bags, like the ones that have stands that are like, they stand up from the
Yeah,
ground.
freestanding.
Yeah, she took like 8 of them and lined them up in a circle around her, and she is just like turning and just like fly kicking each one of them, like just kicking them one after another. Just nobody's around. She's not doing it to show anybody anything, and she's just going to town on them.
I remember Ethan's exact words. He just looks at me and goes, Maggie's nuts. Yeah, put it in C for Maggie.
C for Maggie.
Don't put it in great, yeah.
There we go.
I think it is a good obstacle.
Hey, Mr. Strat is joining us. Ryan Stratis, A&W extraordinaire, is jumping
going,
on in.
buddy?
Hello.
And you put wingnuts on there? It's best.
Yeah, it's S tier. Are you kidding me? Wingnuts are fucking sick, man.
Well, it's your list. it's your
Wingnuts.
list.
Oh, you stop it right now. You stop it right now. Well, we have a video of Strat.
Uh-oh.
So we're gonna go to the Rolling Thunder. Look at those biceps, baby.
I had a really good trainer, the guy in the yellow shirt there, gave me the confidence I needed. And these gaps were big.
Mm-hmm. Dude, they look
the first time
huge.
They had it.
With the full panes of glass.
Yeah. Yep. And everybody was getting to this point pretty much in that last big move past that.
Oh my God, look at that
plexiglass
grit
is where-
face.
Yeah, I was losing it right here. I was pumped
So
out,
many
and I was
moves.
like,
Oh my
gotta
God,
get a couple
Strat.
more.
Come on, baby.
that thing was so
Hey. Look at that stomp. Wait, we gotta look at that walk again.
I'm going to my room.
I'm gonna get my buzzer.
This iteration was its hardest version.
Yeah.
I think honestly it belonged more in the 9 slot than the 5 slot. Probably 9th obstacle. Which who knows, they might bring it back later down the
It is
later
it
down
is
the
a
road.
legendary obstacle. People still talk about Rolling Thunder though. Although Angry Birds is also legendary. So it doesn't necessarily
wants
mean
that crap.
legendary good.
Say good to great, anywhere in there.
I think it's a great obstacle. And I like that it was so difficult, it was just chewing people up.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, water walls.
You wanna check out Water Walls?
Ugh.
Here you go.
Salinas has the top time. Bill can beat it if he doesn't get hung up on
Water
the
Walls Season 11, Stage 2, the last obstacle.
On track still for the best time. He's going to be dangerous next week on stage 3. Come on, what a run.
Here's my problem with the obstacles that typically have been the last obstacle in Stage 2. They're not exciting. Unless the timing is perfect. Unless they get the timing right. And this year, they get the timing really wrong. Because like people are getting there and having like 2 minutes or like a minute and a half left, and so they're just kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna go through this pretty slow. The only way you fail it is by running out on time. You can literally walk across and keep your head above water, and then crank the thing up and then go through. Pretty easy.
That's what I did.
That's what I'm struggling here. Definitely not best. Definitely not amazing. Definitely not great. I struggle to even say it's a good obstacle. It didn't. I feel like it didn't add anything. Although I will say, when people like would emerge from the water and hit the buzzer, like soaking wet and splashing around. Very cool. I'm gonna go with it's the best nothing special that we got. If they had got the timing right in stage 2, I might feel completely different about it. If people were like timing out and having to like push through the pain of like staying underwater when you're trying to like get in breath from all the work you've done. Let's move on to something Strat has more experience in than almost anybody.
This one, I'll get your take on it first before I...
Yeah. Okay.
Have you done this one?
I have.
City Finals?
In Season 8 City Finals, I actually got a story behind it. Dang, dude. His rookie year City Finals patch. Most people don't know this, so I got here. I'm dying. This is my first year doing really well in City Finals, and I'm so dead after the circuit board. I'm trying to shake out, and like it's not regenerating. It's not coming back. And like I'm waiting. I'm like, I'm just gonna wait till they tell me I have to go. And I remember hearing somebody on production, "You gotta go, man." Like, like that. Like I could hear in his voice. He's like, "This isn't gonna go well," and I could just hear him saying it. I was like, "Fuck." So I go, I grab the invisible ladder, and I do like 3 aggressive pull-ups, and then after I do 3, I slowly start falling down, and the mechanism drops me back down to the ground, and I look over, and they're like, go again, and so like I reach up and start going, the mechanism malfunctioned, and they had to reset it after I'd done like 3 or 4 aggressive pull-ups, but then this is what happened afterward. So this is my like second, after I'd already done like 3 aggressive moves, and I start burning out. God, I'm only 15 feet up.
Shoulder shrugs, buddy.
Just try and do whatever I can, man. The worst part about this, not the worst part, but like the hardest part is you can't shake out. It's all on like a counterweight. So if you let go with one of them, the ring will disappear. So you can't shake out one arm.
Look at the grit.
You see it just shoot out. Yay. Just gone. Watch this. Bye-bye. See ya. Oh my god. And then Strat got to do like an 80-foot invisible ladder, right?
Yeah, the mega invisible ladder under the final stage tower. That was in Season 8 All-Star episode.
If I'm putting it somewhere, I think it's a great obstacle. One I definitely want to talk about, especially with Mr. Strat here, is the warped wall. This is warped wall in stage 1 in season 11, I think. Every single mega wall clear. I gotta turn this music off probably though.
Yeah.
Mr. January, we might see Mr. Ryan Stratis quite a few times in here.
Might see me a few times.
Nick Hansen, believe it or not, was actually the first one ever to get the mega wall. That's the cool thing is like the warp wall was getting stale, and then when they added the mega wall, it is amazing.
Oh, that's a huge run up. And then they cut it down. Look at that, season 10.
Jeez! There's our boy! There's your, oh, let's hear it.
big beard. One-handed grab from WILCZEWSKI. He destroys the buzzer.
Yeah, he does.
Shoot.
Dang, flying out a little bit. If he missed that, he would have been falling quite a ways.
Multiple chances, so.
Oh! Was that first attempt again?
Yeah.
Jesus.
My 10 G's and
look at those fucking traps and shit.
Carbone kills it, dude. He went right.
Dude, he caught it bent arm. If they didn't put in the mega wall, it might just be amazing, but it's got to be S tier. It has to be. It's so iconic.
It's iconic.
It is maybe the most iconic. Here we go.
Yeah,
this
man.
is long-haired swan. Oh, I love it. I love it so much.
It's a scary obstacle. You got to do it just right, like every time. Very little room for error.
Season 10, I did the Dipper exhibition, so I got to do like the first half of it and crank it, which was awesome. The Dipper exhibition, single most fun I've ever had in any ninja, anything, American Ninja Warrior or local, whatever, just ever. Oh my god, it was so much fun. The fact that we got the skills out of it, freaking cool. And I think it's perfect difficulty for stage 1. It's easily the most fun obstacle I've ever done. Dude, you cross like 40 feet in a couple seconds. You're flying. There's a huge Lachey launch. I think it's super exciting to watch. Tons of falls. It takes out some of the best, but then a lot of people still get to progress.
Amazing to great. Maybe S if it's tweaked some, or maybe it's around a little longer.
Strat.
Yeah.
Sorry, my guy. I gotta go.
Hey,
dude, this is literally my favorite obstacle in existence.
Dude, Ferris wheel.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did Ferris wheels.
Yeah.
It was in season 12 again. I'll pull up Strat's run too. I don't think this obstacle was that bad. Although it did, there were some shocks this year. I think Adam Rail fell on this. In
Yeah, he had a crisscrossed on the drop.
yeah, you can definitely get your hands mixed up.
And he's taking this thing one handle at a time, one move at a time.
The difference they did for the second night was made the hole smaller on the way up.
Get
Did they?
out of there.
And he's
Real smooth
through.
though, dismount.
I thought it was good.
I thought it was at least good. It's pretty unique.
Yeah.
A lot of moves. I think
Yeah.
it was great spot 5. If you are really strong, you can power through and get through it quicker. And it's pretty unique. I would put that
Potentially great.
potentially at the low end of great. All right, we're doing Dragon Back next.
Yeah. So like stair hopper going up.
All right, come on, get
Okay.
The old Big Dipper coming down into a slingshot.
Come on.
Jesus. Okay. Yeet.
Did you hear her yell? Wait. Listen.
Stair hopper
And this is
back
the 9th obstacle. This after she did so much work to get here
Oh yeah, that is.
in the finals, which the finals had really hard obstacles all the way up.
How many slides do you gotta do?
She screamed again. Jesse. Oh, look at her face. Oh, hey, there's my face. I think difficulty, design, all that stuff is awesome. The only things I don't like about it is it's not creative or new at all. Like you said, it's stair hopper in a Big Dipper in a slingshot, in a stair hopper Big Dipper slingshot. It's just recycled stuff. I don't know how many failed it. Let's look it up. Let's go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 falls in Dragon Back. This is the finals. So these are look at the names of the people that fell on it. Flip, Cam Bomber, Jamie Ron, RJ Roman. Most of these guys are legends of the sport. Look at the people that cleared it. Adam Rail, fucking boss. Austin Gray, fucking boss. Nige Richard, boss. Lucas, Daniel, Jake, all bosses. Lebrecht, boss. Like, I think it's great, if not amazing. I think it's A or B.
I don't know how you still have spider jump in the damn so low.
You get a little upset up there?
I'll
You might see
my own
Strat
damn
stream
list.
tomorrow doing a tier list, guys.
make my whole
Fuck
list.
Ethan Swanson. The Swan doesn't know
nothing but-
shit about Ninja. I've been doing Ninja since he's been in diapers. I think it's amazing. Let's bring it up. The old broken bridge. Megan Martin. I think this is in Tacoma.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And look at that landing.
Made it look nothing.
It's a weird one. It's most of the bounce obstacles, you pretty much got to go pretty fast. But this one was like you want to go like medium speed. The faster you go, the harder it's going to be. I would say either nothing special or bad obstacle.
And it's one that you can't. There's no way to save it. It's like if you miss on one.
It's definitely better than the glass cubes. That one just looks dumb. Let's go to something I do like. The old circuit board. They look pretty cool.
Yeah, it's popular.
This was the first year we ever saw it. It was I think this is A&W's version of the Skywalker that was at Alternate Routes, right?
Yeah.
This is one of the first obstacles I remember seeing. This is season 8. That it was like there's like you have to think of there's so much strategy involved and where you place it and quick thinking. Maybe not the most exciting, but definitely super creative. Looks really cool, and the difficulty was on point.
I think it's a good.
I think it's great.
obstacle. Better not even think about putting it above the jumping spider. That's last time.
We're going broken pipes. Tyler Yamauchi at the broken pipes.
His head right now.
Oh no. This is the beta for everybody.
That was the smart way to do it, for sure. Look how boring that is, though. It's so boring.
I know.
Yeah, broken pipes. Awful. It's F, for sure.
F.
So we got rolling log. We got coconut climb. Fucking sucks. And then we got the rolling pit. Let's go into Cane Lane. Okay, so this is the stage 3 version.
Can he hang on through Cane Lane with that bleeding hand? Good hop and great progress. Murawski is put on the accelerator pedal.
This is the first time we actually saw Cane Lane.
That transition though.
Build up momentum.
That was really weird, like transition to an angle like that.
Get out of there.
And see you later. I definitely think it's amazing. I think it is better than Deja Vu. It's not better than Flying Bar, though.
Man, you got Deja Vu up here on Amazing?
Dude, I love Deja Vu. It's a hot take, baby. Strat is upset. Deja Vu greater than Jumping Spider? Ugh. Blasphemy.
You are smoking that crack. Okay.
We got Bernardo
Yeah,
on Snake Crossing. I heard it was icy out here. It was cold.
Yeah, the thing broke the first night. They had to rerun like 30 people.
Look at the level of focus for this stupid balance obstacle. He's so focused. It's not exciting at all. Look at this.
think
Somebody's
you get to,
yawning
like,
in the background. Wait a sec. Look,
Yeah,
look right here.
you see a guy
He's
who's, like, slow
yawning. That's how
clapping. Look at the guy.
boring.
He's gonna slow clap. Watch. Oh, he's
I know.
really, really bad.
Really bad. I gotta go.
It's
Snake
awful.
crossing is awful, right?
Agreed.
A slingshot. This is Cincinnati. I think city qualifying. The first time we'd seen slingshot.
Dang, boy, you just no stopping.
Yep.
All popping.
I only stopped on
from
these
Long
two.
Daddy.
The thing is, like, you get your hips in the right spot. You can just use the bounce to connect.
He just made short work of that. Holy heck, dude.
Yeah. Super exciting. Looks
Pretty good, yeah.
awesome. Pretty creative. And difficulty was great, I thought, for the spot. With the 5th obstacle, I thought it was perfect difficulty.
Good qualifying obstacle, number 5 spot.
I'm sorry, man. It's better than Jumping Spider.
Being a trend here with these lists.
What? What's that? The stuff I do get at? I'm just... Hey, Wingnuts, awesome. Cane Lane, it's awesome. Slingshot, awesome.
Different strokes, different folks.
Yeah. Cliffhangers is best of all time, and I stink of that. Okay? I've fallen on Salmon Ladder.
Yeah.
I think it's a great obstacle. Let's go Archer Steps. So this is the Archer Steps. I think this was the preferred way to do it. 1-1-2, I think, was the preferred.
One of the had did that 10 and 11.
10 and
That's
11,
nothing.
and they did it city finals in season 10.
I'd say nothing special to bad.
To bad? It's a bad obstacle? What?
Well, I've got my reasons, but I don't think I'm allowed to say.
Without knowing what those reasons are, I have to
We'll just-
put it up
discuss.
higher. It's probably above the Jumping Spider, if you ask me. I think it's a good obstacle. I think the ascending steps are better first obstacle. I would go Archer Steps probably in the lower end of good.
Slam dunk obstacle.
Slam
you
dunk.
got there?
Should be right along here on Slam Dunk.
Slam dunk. Lachey's with the cannonballs.
Pretty creative.
So this is nothing.
I mean,
Just needs the
I have mixed feelings on it. I made it through. I don't think it was too difficult. That's a nice face. Let's leave it right there.
It's awkward.
And it's also not, the Lachey's you're doing are like 4 feet. I don't know, guys.
It's tough. It's tough when you start comparing like other things.
I know, we have so many fucking
Then you
obstacles
start
on here,
spinning.
dude. Let's do Spin Hopper. Each one of these spins, you have to hit them at the same time. It's basically Devil Steps on crack.
Well, there's a few that were stationary.
Yeah, like that one's stationary at the top. This one's stationary. Oh, that one might be stationary. That one definitely spins. There you go. I fell on it my first year. The first time we saw it was Indianapolis in qualifying, and I fell on it. I think it is amazing. And the last obstacle we are putting on the list, we have lightning bolts. Certainly the best one to do the obstacle. Check this out.
Well, very important not to be super aggressive.
Insane. It was really finicky. That bar is fiberglass, so if you try to like fix a little bit to left or right, it could just slip right out.
Yeah.
They had a lot of falls for a 5th obstacle.
Flying bar with the pivoting.
Right. The movement is really cool. The only thing I struggle with is that it's not really that new. It's basically like bar hopper, and like you're saying, the flying bar is the same exact movement, but just now you have to go up at one part. I gotta go. Lightning bolts is a good obstacle. It's a C obstacle. I would say not as cool as the Wave Runner because the Wave Runner was pretty unique when they had it. So that's it. We had 47 obstacles in our tier maker tier list. Cliffhanger 1, Salmon Ladder, Warped Wall, Double Dipper, and Wingnuts top 5. I think it's a solid top 5. I'm stoked about that.